This is the original ride or die partner of the Subfacts podcast, Andy from Creative Underground. Subfacts is the best podcast in the world, and that is not a subfact. That is a fact. Come back every week for more hijinks from Matt and Mooney, and for all your professional audio and video production needs, come see me at creativeunderground.co, not .com.
Hello and welcome to Subfacts. I'm your host, Matt. I'm here with my partner in crime, Mooney. What's up, Mooney?
What's up, dude?
You know what? I've been busted all day.
Busted,
but now I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel a little bit better. I think
because I'm here.
Yeah, I think you're bringing the
did my
energy.
joke? Did it cheer you up? Or?
No. Mooney told a joke before the show, but no, it wasn't that. I think you just bring the energy. I think you're bringing.
That's what my brother said to my dad. He goes, "It's really enjoyable watching Jets games with
you."
Jeff.
Yeah,
because he just, it's like he just brings energy.
Yeah, like I feel like I was like Brian and I were talking before the show. We're both miserably busted and dead tired and all. And I'll explain mine later on. Brian can explain his too. But you came in and I was like, we could almost punt this show. You came in and you're a ball of energy. You're a ray of sunshine, my friend.
Well, I was sort of busted earlier, but like I know, I'm a night owl, so like I normally stay up to like 1:30 or so, 2. So like this is the time where I get like second wind.
Okay, good. I'm glad we capitalized on your second wind because we needed it. You were the wind beneath my wings.
Awesome.
Boom.
I'm the wind beneath someone's wings, at least.
There you go. Okay, with that being said,
hello, guys.
What's up? Hey,
what's up, bud?
How are you?
I'm good, man.
Good. All right, we'll get right into the warm-up. First question this week. What's a skill you wish you had or were better at?
Oh, there's a ton.
Oh, well, I can answer it right now. Boom. I just started in 2023. I started teaching myself how to play the bass guitar.
There you go.
And so, I figured I'd start off, I'm literally doing like from the very beginning, like learning your guitar, what each button means, that kind of thing. And then I figured, okay, I'd give myself some easy things to do. And like, I figured Under Pressure from Queen, the ding, 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 ding. Figured that would be pretty easy. And same with another one.
It's not easy?
Well, the specific notes are easy, but I'm realizing I have no coordination whatsoever. So to actually get the ding 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 dings correctly is a little bit difficult. And same with I've been doing another one, Bites the Dust, the dun dun dun, like dun 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 dun. So it's really easy, I guess, hitting the notes. It's just I have no rhythm whatsoever. I am like devoid of rhythm.
So go ahead.
So a trick is to in your head kind of do the dun 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 while you're playing it.
So I realized I had to stand up. That was the one thing I was standing up, and to your point, I think you kind of rock as you're like feeling the rhythm or whatever. And I think I started doing that, and that's when it all started to sound better. But yeah, so I'm the year of 2023 is the year of me and potentially going and taking bass lessons.
That's cool. Awesome. We can have a Subfacts band. I started playing guitar again late last year.
Oh, did you?
Like in November.
There you go.
Too bad. The one I was going to sing is Learn How to Sing, because I cannot sing to save my life.
You know what though? I see you as a drummer.
Oh, I would be an awesome drummer.
I totally see you
if
as a drummer.
I had any rhythm at all.
But you have your sheer aggression.
Yeah, I have aggression to be.
I think you would be an awesome drummer.
What I don't understand is like I can do a presentation, I can speak, and I can talk, and I can, like you said, bring energy with my voice, but I can't sing. I can't sing to save my life. I can't sing. I can't carry a tune. I can't do it at all. Like, and you remember you even told me.
Trust me.
Whenever I sing anything, you're like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's why I never said you'd be the singer. I was like, you'd make a great drummer.
Right, but I wish I could sing at all.
You're not
just
the Phil
like a little
Collins drummer.
But he says, "What's a skill you were better at?" Like, I wish I even had the skill at all. Like, I don't even want to be like, I don't even want to be halfway decent. I just want to be able to do it.
I think but think about it this way: if we just sat you behind a drum kit, you're probably going to suck, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, you could wish you were better at it, because then we'd have a Subfacts band. We could literally be the next Rush. We could be the three. You know, I
really want to use a joke we talked about this week. But
I can't. I can't sing, but we'll figure it out between the three of us.
I don't have any desire really to play any like drums are okay. But my problem with in a band is you got to remember so much of the beat for every song.
Oh yeah, I don't know how they do it. That's why I have so much respect for anybody who is in a band that plays music.
Right, and here's the thing. You already know me. I'm so squirrel, right? So I can't do playing a band thing.
Yeah.
Like I would be looking out in the crowd, I'm like, oh, that girl's hot. And then I would forget like the drum solo part or whatever. Something.
I would do the same thing.
I would be terrible at it. Like that's why golf would be good for me, right? Yeah. I wish I would really be good at golf or cooking, because it's a singular focused event that only you do. That in most cases you don't. You got to do quick or whatever, but it's your focus. No one else is dependent upon you.
Yeah.
So that's what I like. I like stuff that I can do that no one else is. I'm not dependent upon anyone else really. I mean, a chef has sous chefs, but golf, awesome. Like you don't need to worry about anybody else.
Yeah, good point. I was saying the drummer kind of keeps the time within the band and is kind of leading in a weird sort of way based on his rhythm. But,
right.
Okay, fair enough. There goes our band.
My number one answer will be time management. I really wish I was better at that.
That's a good answer. That's a great answer.
That's the whole squirrel. That's the whole squirrel thing.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree.
Awesome.
Boom.
Like I got like 18 projects and like, a coworker comes by and he's like, hey, what did you think about the Cowboys whatever game? And I'm like, oh, do you know what?
Yeah, and then next thing you know, it's 3 hours have gone by and
right. That's what I'm saying. I had so many projects, but I talked to some dude yesterday about roulette and how it works and whatever.
Oh yeah,
for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
gone.
Squirrel.
Yeah,
awesome.
So,
all right, great. Next question. Do you believe that aliens have visited Earth?
Absolutely.
Why not?
100% I believe in it. It's the same reason I believe in ghosts. Like, I mean, there's just the whole space thing, right? I took a space course, Moons and Planets, in college, and obviously I was awful at it. But my point is if you look into space, you have to think that life forms exist elsewhere.
Well, I think it was to steal from the movie Contact, which people slept on. I personally think it's a brilliant movie. But anyway.
Is that where the one lady knows the alien language?
Jodie Foster.
Matthew McConaughey's a Catholic
Matthew McConaughey and Jodie Foster, where the rich guy keeps, basically hooks her up with like a spaceship to go up. It's a whole thing because they make contact with aliens.
I was talking about the Amy Adams one.
No, not that one. That's boring. But I mean, like the movie Contact. Like, I'm not even a big Jodie Foster fan, but that's like literally one of my favorite movies.
Is there anyone who's a Jodie Foster fan?
I don't think so. Somehow she rides that line of people don't hate her enough to not.
That's
watch
exactly
her
right. I was just going to say the same thing.
But
you can't hate her, but you don't like her.
Yeah, exactly.
She just skates that.
She even like gets naked in movies, and it's still kind of like, nah.
No one ever cares.
No one's ever really needed to see.
I mean, she could be a lazy Saturday, but no one ever goes, man, a new Jodie Foster movie came out.
No one really has done that. But anyway, the point being, and they brought up the whole idea because it's like little kids, like, hey, do you believe in aliens or whatever? And the idea was, given the fact that the universe is so vast, how did we end up here? So if we ended up here, then clearly there's room for anybody else. Like we formed.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that you can't have other us
like
form
Cocoon
somewhere else in another planet.
Like Cocoon.
Now
don't tell me Cocoon wasn't a great movie.
Oh, classic. But the only thing is, you can't can I say that they've already visited Earth? We don't know. I don't think we can prove that. It depends on like what time, because there are people that argue
they could be stealing.
There's people that argue it could have happened millions of years ago, which could have
happened yesterday. They could be landed somewhere and stealing ideas. Like you never know.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, yes, there's aliens. Whether they've come to Earth or not, I have no idea.
Right. We don't know.
I have no clue. But I'd like to believe that they do. And once again, just like our ghost thing, I don't think they're all jerks.
Oh, no. There's 100% chance I would be cool with them.
Because if you think about it, if we went to another world, we wouldn't go right in blasting. We would be like, hey, let's talk it out first. If we have to blast, then we blast. But we're not going to sit there and try to like.
I would not like it. Seriously, like if an ET looking dude came into like the bar I was at and he like sat up right next to me, I'd be like, "What up, dude?"
It's like, "What up, Fred?" Bam. I would name him already. Your name is Fred. You're American. You're.
I thought you were going to go with something Jewish. You always need to go with something Jewish.
Fred Finkelstein. But I mean, but I mean, like, but I would be like, hey, your Earthling name is this. Boom.
Fred.
You know, name. Right off the bat, like
because what if he said like my name is
like Meathead from Meatballs?
Yeah, exactly. You have no idea, so you got to name him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fred's a good name. Yeah, solid name.
It is. It's a good Earth name. So so yes,
we both believe.
All right. Last question. Of the greatest ever in each major professional sport, who is the best athlete overall?
I don't know if you've ever asked this before, but it's unarguable. There's only one correct answer. I mean, there's no, it can't be argued. Anyone who tries to argue would be wrong and dumb.
Well, it depends on, I guess, you're saying like physical athlete.
No. The most dominating athlete in their sport overall.
Well, I just mean in general. Like the question is.
We know that Gretzky, but I mean, athletic prowess is.
That's a different story. Right. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because we know Gretzky is by far the most dominant in his sport.
Yeah,
I mean, but of all sports,
dominated hockey better than Jordan dominated basketball.
Yes, that's the thing. So he's now saying athletic prowess.
Ooh,
and I think you have
Bo Jackson's up there,
but he wasn't. You wouldn't consider him the greatest ever football player, though. Like,
no, but he could have been. He was really good for the short time.
So you argue also. Like the same, you can argue,
but like Deion Sanders was a great athlete. Bo Jackson was a great athlete.
Jordan played baseball, but it wasn't like he was minor league baseball. He never.
LeBron James, as much as I hate him, he could easily be a football player. Easily.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to tell because
there's like a North Carolina guy who played football at North Carolina at a high level, and then like Charlie Ward was an NFL quarterback, not an NFL quarterback, but a quarterback at Florida State. There's a lot of guys that are dominant.
I think the key and the hard thing for this conversation is each sport requires a different body type. You know what I mean? So like American Ninja Warrior, if you're tall and lanky and like, you know, thin but muscular, you're going to do better than like the Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Because it's just literally the weight factor and what it is you're trying to do. So it's kind of like, you know, what is that perfect body type to make you more well-rounded to be able to play soccer, to be able to play football at a certain position, to be able to then play whatever, you know what I mean? Like running. I think you're looking at like an Usain Bolt body type.
No. I think you got to be in the basketball body type.
I think like
you got to be like
or
like, LeBron.
No, Jordan could be like a wide receiver in football or like a cornerback. He could be like a, you know,
not scrawny. They got muscles.
He could be a pro golfer. You know, he could be a high jumper.
He's a good golfer.
No, and he'd have the body type for hockey too. Right. He could defense because he's tall. But I mean,
hockey's the only reason I argue hockey is that it's a coordination thing. I'm not saying he can't, but hockey's a whole different ball of wax because you got to be coordinated.
I'm just saying body type.
Body type,
he would fit him. He could fit.
He could play hockey 100%.
Yeah,
if he was coordinated.
Yeah, so I think you'd have to, out of that group, probably go with the Jordan.
And he could probably box.
Yeah,
too.
Out of that, once he's got up, Jordan. But like, you know, LeBron's in there, Kobe's in there. Like that's why I was saying Bo Jackson. I mean, I'm sure he played basketball in college or whatever. But
yeah.
What about Pele? I mean, do you think he could play like football and baseball? And I mean, he's super fast.
He could easily play basketball. That's
like,
not
what if he
question.
was a running back in the NFL?
Here's the thing, though: is it? But he came from a certain era, so is it? The sport has grown vastly since he played.
But he's got the footwork and the skill and the agility to be able to play hockey, like in your example, because
like in that picture, he kind of looks small. Like he doesn't look.
I don't think he was super tall. I don't know how tall he was.
Yeah, but football may be tough for him, but he could play hockey. He could easily play basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, your guards are, you have some guards.
Yeah, but like you can be like short.
Yeah, so he was pretty small. He was 5'8", 154 pounds.
See, that's
5'8", he's not playing NBA.
Yeah.
No, he's not playing NBA, and he's not playing NFL at that point unless he's a running back, but he's not big enough.
That's what I'm saying. So
hockey, yes, he can play hockey. There's a lot of 5'8" hockey
He can play
players.
baseball,
Of course.
He can play hockey, he can play baseball. Probably not boxing necessarily.
Right. Like Babe Ruth's a tough one because he didn't really have the best body type. Like he was a little overweight.
No, he was good for his sport. His position.
Yeah, he was. I mean, baseball is one of those odd sports. Like you
can
really
be a fat guy and
you
get
could be
away
a
with
fat
it.
guy and hit 20 home runs and play a shutdown first base, and you're a good baseball player.
Mm-hmm. Boom. Good.
All right, awesome. That is the end of.
Really,
that is so upsetting. So upsetting.
You're bringing my Mooney high down.
What is his name? Is it Conor McGregor?
Yeah, the MMA guy.
Yeah,
he's going to be in the movie.
I mean,
he's not even Wade Garrett because there is no Wade Garrett in the movie, which is weird. How do you not have Wade Garrett?
I'm hoping IMDb just doesn't list him, but you cannot have Roadhouse without a Wade Garrett.
I think he has to be Wade Garrett.
Well, it didn't say there was a Wade Garrett, so we'll see. Anyway, I don't want to get on.
But I didn't look like there's any other bad guys in it.
I don't want it to bum me out for the rest of the show.
Yeah, you're right. We better get away from it.
Yeah, because it'll only bring us down, and I need
Don't
the energy.
Bring me down.
Okay, so
See,
Brian,
another example of bad singing.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. Brian just got back from. He's busted because he just got back from a big old ski trip because you know how bougie Brian is.
Oh, dude,
He's like, Buffy and I are going on a ski trip.
Yeah, like where'd he stay in Colorado? Like Vail or something like that?
No,
we went to Park City, which is,
Utah.
Yeah, in Utah.
Right, right. And if I Google Park City,
it's beautiful.
8 overnights,
but we stayed
$700 a night, no problem.
We did not stay that expensive. I flew Southwest. I was with the cattle call.
$650.
I was with the
what?
We flew Southwest. I was in the cattle call for the seats.
Yep.
So is Southwest the one that's boarding group A,
yes,
B,
and
yeah. But he was boarding group A.
Of course.
Only because I was up like the night before, like doing the 24. Like as soon as the 24-hour tickets, the day before the tickets.
You should just own it. You could just own it.
Yeah.
Just be
all right. Anyway, I'm a little bougie. That's true. All right. So we had a great trip. It was a lot of fun. But on the way back, the story is we got onto our flight in Chicago for the leg from Chicago to Baltimore, and this woman got on the plane after us, and she was talking on her phone. It was very, very loud conversation. And I had no idea who she was, but it turns out that my daughters knew who she was. She was a celebrity.
Brian's hobnobbing with celebs.
So she is known as her name was Chrisean Rock, and she is known as the girlfriend. She's famous for being the girlfriend of the rapper Blueface.
Who is Blueface?
I didn't know any of this before the flight. My daughters knew who she was instantly, apparently, and they were both like, "Oh my God, it's her!" And she.
And the funny thing is, looking at her, she could walk next to me, and I'd have no idea that she was.
By the way, I could look at her picture now, and I could see her later, walking.
Like if she worked at Target, it wouldn't shock me. I'd be like,
you could check me out a Giant later, and I'd be like,
yeah. So, but apparently they have like a super toxic relationship, and they're always fighting. Well, when she got on the phone, she was like talking to someone about fighting with her boyfriend, Blueface. So my daughters are all excited because they were like, "We're getting the inside scoop on the latest fight." So it was
the Blueface.
But where do you post? Where does anyone post anything about Blueface that anyone knows?
Twitter, Facebook, I don't know, TikTok, whatever the kids are these days.
I told you.
Yeah, but is like Blueface a popular thing?
Apparently, he's a very popular rapper.
I'm going to see.
Really? So if I Google Blueface, that'll come up as opposed to like being sick?
I Googled Blueface, and it was the first thing that came up.
I'm going to see Yeet to give you an example of where I've been in my life in this world. And I have never heard of Blueface.
Right, but I mean, you Googled yeet, it probably said, "Did you mean yeast?" Right? I mean,
no, yeet actually is pretty big.
He's got
wow, Blueface is rocking $4 million.
Yeah,
$4 million.
I wonder if he's opening up for yeet.
Are you kidding me?
Hey,
he hit number 8. He had a song that hit number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100.
So
what?
So Tinia? So Tiana?
Yeah.
Oh, it's featuring Cardi B and YG. Yeah. If you got a feature with Cardi B, you're probably somebody.
Yeah, you're probably somebody.
You realize
I have no idea.
That's how the angle works. Like if you get a feature, so those like Cardi B might charge like $70,000 to feature on a song. So if you're putting that kind of cash out there, well, that's what I'm saying. So
then you get popular, then you get
women who get on Brian's plane.
Yeah, exactly. Board Brian's plane, pissed off about you.
Yeah. So I've never been on a plane with a celebrity. You always hear about it. And there's so many people that are like, oh, I sat next to so-and-so, but no, I always look. That's the one thing I look for when I'm on a plane.
Yeah, but you got to look in the hobnob bouge section that Brian's.
Yeah. Like the funny thing, I flew to LA
Group A on Southwest.
Yeah, exactly. I flew to LA like 5 or 6 years ago, and just being in LAX, I didn't want to leave the airport
because you want to see celebrities.
I wanted to like walk around and see. Like I was just looking for everybody, and it's like nothing. And you hear that LAX is full of these people.
Yeah, but I'm sure you got to get it. I'm sure you got to be there like on a weekend, like during the day when.
Well, that's what. It was weekday because I figured they were probably sneaking in and sneaking out.
Yeah, you don't. But they probably strategically timed their
to avoid me. Like it'd be weird if I was sitting next to a celebrity, even if I didn't like the celebrity, like whoever it is, I'd chat him up. I'd definitely chat him up.
And here's the thing: for me, it would have to be a big celebrity. Like I don't know anybody.
You wouldn't even know who it was, and
right?
You'd just be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this guy was pretty cool," and you turn out it's Blueface.
Yeah, that's exactly what would happen to me.
Yeah, like I wouldn't know Blueface, but
like even Cardi B, like I don't really know what Cardi B looks like.
She's got a distinct look. I would definitely know Cardi B
But if she sat next to me at a bar, on a plane, on a bus, whatever. Like I would not know if she stood next to me in bed at roulette with me, and I would be like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?"
Well, that's like
I would not know who Cardi B is.
My wife was working in the restaurant industry, and she served your boy Chris.
The guy that plays Captain Kirk.
Yeah, Captain Kirk.
Shoot, Chris.
So Chris Pine. She served him. Like Chris Pine is one of her top 5 in her top 5. She served him and his dad, who was also famous.
He's pretty good looking.
Served him 2 days in a row and had no idea who it was.
That's awesome.
That is crazy.
Yeah, because they don't look the same. And a lot of times they got makeup and everything for
like he kind of had like a hoodie on or whatever and was trying to not stand out. But like that's her guy, and she just had no clue who it was.
I think I would recognize Chris Pine.
She said his skin wasn't that great. A little busted on like bad skin,
and maybe that's
pock marks and stuff. And so he was definitely more busted looking, but is what it is. So anyway,
I would notice Cindy Starfall. That I would notice.
That is true. So Brian, did you make friends with Crescendo?
Chrisean Rock? No, I did not. They didn't even tell me who it was until like after we were off the plane. They were like,
your move is to be like, I produce a podcast.
I would have, but she was out of there.
Oh, God, that would have.
So we need Blueface.
That would have been cool.
And so we'd be like, we don't know who you are, sir, but you're famous. And so, so it was good. Everything.
Yeah, we had a great trip.
Good stuff. Awesome. Cool. So
there's another thing I wish I could do. Ski. I can't ski or snowboard.
Yeah, it's not for fat people. It's really not.
But I've seen people do it. I mean, it's just a balance thing. I have no balance.
It is a balance thing.
It is.
Yep.
It is. I've done it when I was a kid. We went all the time. I never really enjoyed it. It wasn't my thing. You could
ski though, right? Because you have balance.
I have great balance, except for this. I'm going to segue into. I had a near-death experience.
Again.
This is why
with your near-death experience.
So let me explain to you why I'm busted today. So last night I go to sleep normal time. And as I think everybody does, in the middle of the night, I had to get up and go to the bathroom. So I get up and I don't wake anybody up. I'm stealthy. Like, I don't look stealthy, but I'm extremely stealthy.
You're
like,
John Wick.
Yeah. Like when I go upstairs to go to bed, everybody in my house is already sleeping. I can even do it blindfolded. I like literally I practice being blind, and just turn all the lights off.
What are you, Remo Williams, dude?
No, I'm like Daredevil.
Okay.
And so, so I figured if I've ever become blind, I'm already set in my house. Like, I know where everything is. So anyway, so it's all dark. I get up and I'm half asleep. And so I know I have to go to the bathroom. And it was almost like I'm in my dream needing to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
So I was a little bit wobbly and I completely missed a step and completely fell.
Ooh.
Middle of the night, just fell.
So now you're making a noise.
Huge noise. So my wife immediately jumps out of bed, is like, "Are you okay?" Like, she came to my aid. Like, I was very impressed because I don't think I would have done it that quick. I'd have been like, "Are you okay, hon?"
You got it?
Yeah. No, she just jumped out and like ran to my aid. And I got up and I was like, no, I'm fine. And so, then I go to the bathroom and then I get back into bed. That's when the panic struck. I was like, wait a minute. I just fell. I didn't hit my head. Like I know I didn't hit my head, but I just fell. And I'm like, you know how you can get concussed without like actually having a head? It's just the sheer shock of the move, the jolt or whatever it is. So then I was like, wait a minute, like a loved one of mine passed away this past year because they fell in the middle of the night and then went to bed and then never woke up, because like Bob Saget had the same situation. But that was like a straight head injury. But then I'm like, wait a minute, but you can get a concussion without actually hitting your head. So then I'm like, wait a minute, now I'm like really, really tired. And I'm like, but I don't think I can go to sleep. Like, I'm not sure if I should go to sleep. And so I was like, I spent the next like 3 hours basically going like, should I stay awake? Should I not go to, like, I'm laying down and I'm like, well,
you went through all those things for 3 hours?
I'm like, this would be the worst way to donk off. Like, what if like,
I would have got up and either done something or like, that's happened to me sometimes, but what I'll do is I'll take either NyQuil or Tylenol or something.
But I don't think you're supposed to if you like, I don't have a concussion. I'm pretty sure I don't. I think I was fine. I think I just, yeah. But so then I'm sitting there. This is how stupid I am. I'm sitting there trying to put myself through concussion protocols, even though I don't even know what concussion protocols are. But I'm like taking my finger and I'm like, can I see? Am I following my own finger? Which is kind of stupid.
But if you're sitting down, you got to stand up. Like a concussion would probably mess your balance up.
Yeah. So no, I like stood up in my bed to do my concussion protocol.
Right. I mean, you would just, you should stand up and maybe lean back and then do the whole finger on your whatever.
Yeah.
Nose.
So in our personal life, we're going to hang out with Dr. Chris, hopefully sometime soon. I need to talk to him and see like, what is the real,
really, like he's going to help?
Well, he might be. He's a doctor.
You've already said he doesn't help.
Sometimes. So anyway, but yeah, so I got really panicked, and then I'm sitting there.
You got to see him at his office, because then he's in his own. See, I'm sure in his office everything is like spot on.
Yeah, I think
like
you got to be
outside the office. He's gonna be like,
yeah,
you got nothing.
I think that's probably what it is. You got to go to his office, because then you're in the zone. Like once you put the jacket on, I think then you're in the zone.
Then you're in the zone.
You put a stethoscope around your neck, you're there.
Right. Like how many doctors, when like someone's having something, we need a doctor, and they're all like, don't look at me. Like,
but I did have you in my head. Like I had you in my head going, you're an idiot, just go to sleep. And then I'm like, wait a minute, but if I listen to him and I dunk off, then I'm a real idiot because I dunked off. So
yeah, but like you wouldn't know you.
It was like the angel devil thing in my head.
But who was the angel?
I had subfacts. Me.
Oh,
I was
you're your own angel, and then I'm the devil.
Yeah, you're the devil, just going, just go to sleep. You're fine. And so so I had no sleep last night because I thought I was going to donk off in the middle of my sleep.
Sweet, like some Mooney's the devil on your shoulder. That's awesome.
A horrible way to go, though. Too, it's a good.
It is a bad way
on one end, it's a good way because you're going in your sleep, but you could be really young and just not know.
I would want to go in my sleep, if anything.
Yeah, like I'm saying, it's a good way to go if to go in your sleep, but not when you're young and you shouldn't go, but you went to bed, you just happened to lay down. Because I think what scared me the worst was it was in the middle of the night and I was sleepy, but I felt extra tired when I went to lay my head down. And that's when I was like, oh no, am I supposed to stay awake? I start to feel cold now. I'm like,
but I'm such a sound sleeper sometimes. Like if I died in my sleep, like Fee would nudge me a couple times and then it would be like, she wouldn't even, I'm such a sound sleeper at times.
Yeah. Think she'd pour water on you ever?
Maybe like a day later.
I've always wanted to do that to somebody, but I've never done that. So
pour water on them to get them up.
Yeah. Always wanted to do that. Probably going to do it to the boy later on in life. just because you got to torture him a little bit. So
I probably wouldn't wake up.
Even with water?
Yeah, I probably
Did you ever put their hand in a bowl of warm water?
I have done that. And so, back in the old high school days, but
high school days,
but no, but yeah, so that was my near-death experience for
I cannot believe
today, whatever it is.
Yeah. I had a nightmare the other day that I was screaming and Fee woke me up from, thankfully. I don't even know what it was about.
Oh, really?
I just remember waking me up and I'm going, okay.
You're like, good. Those aren't extra large. I don't think I've ever had that where you're like talking. I've never, to my knowledge, I've never done that.
Where are the meat toppings?
Yeah. What do you mean I have to go to Vietnam? And so, So anyway, I hope tonight I don't fall so I can actually sleep.
How do you know you're going to have to go to the bathroom again?
I always have. I go to the bathroom all the time in the middle of the night.
Really?
Sometimes 2-3 times. Mostly it's once, but
I don't.
Really? Brian?
It depends on the night. Sometimes I'll go twice. It just depends on how much water I drink before I go to bed.
My problem is I backload my water. I don't drink much during the day, and it's all like from the time I get home till like the time I go to bed is when I'll drink like 3 or 4 of these things. And
right. So that's what's getting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you did that, anyone before bed, if they drank 3 or 4 waters, is going to have to go because it takes a little time.
I think also when you become of a certain age, your pipes just sort of work that way.
Yeah, I think
it's also like getting a full pee. Doesn't ever really happen.
Really?
Well, it happens, but then like 5 minutes later, or it feels like 5 minutes later.
I had those on very rare occasion, but most of the time I'm full.
There you go.
Boom. Full release.
But I can say, folks, I've been to the urologist and I'm good.
Of course he went.
We don't want those like.
Of course he went to the urologist.
The backseat urologist to like write in and say, I think you're dying. So
we would get 1 or 2, I'm sure.
Exactly. So
but no one writes in. So
yeah. So I don't know why they didn't write in on this one. We got a lot of stuff to cover.
Yeah, I thought we would. No one wrote in to cast. No one.
I thought people would enjoy Grease. Like Grease is the word.
Grease is the word. That's really upsetting.
One of my favorite movies of all time. I don't know.
But not to yell at some people because I know some people are listening.
Yeah. Oh, our numbers are like growing pretty great lately. So
people are afraid because they're going to wider audience. Is that why?
I don't know. I don't want the people to be afraid. Like I called out Washington before, and I think I want to call out Michigan too, because these are places where I literally know no one. And I'm pretty sure no one. So and Brian knows no one from these areas. So
sure he is.
He is King of Booge. But I mean
King of Booge.
KOB. So I mean those people I want them to write in. Just hey, we like you. You suck. We love you. Whatever you want to tell us, just write in. Not difficult. subfactspodcast@gmail.com.
Do it.
Yes, be a part of the team. So I had another topic, but I think I'll skip that just to go right into.
Awesome.
Da-da-da-da.
I actually might go to a movie Saturday.
Which one?
I don't know. Might see Avatar.
No, you need to see Megan.
Oh, is it opening?
It's been out. I talked about it like 2 weeks ago.
Oh shoot, I didn't know it was out.
It already got greenlit for it's a sequel, and apparently it's awesome. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God. I'm seeing it. Thank you for reminding me what I'm seeing Saturday.
I need your review of it because it looks awesome. I wanted to see it, but I'm not going to theaters anymore. But anyway, go see Megan.
So see it. I haven't been to a movie in a while. And normally sometimes I go to the casino on Saturday, but I'm going Saturday night with the wife to see some sort of dragon thing for the Vietnamese New
Year. You're full on. You're
right. So now I'm going that night. So I'm going to gamble a little bit that night. So I'm not going to go during the day. So during the day, movie.
This time you need to get up on stage, sir. Get up on stage.
No, this is like a big, not a big, but like they're going to have like a dragon thing. It's going to probably run around and.
Can you be in the dragon? I've always wanted to be inside the dragon.
Why would I want to be inside the dragon? It's all sweaty and stuff. And then I got to do a lot of running.
I want to be in the front of the dragon. I don't want to be in the middle of the dragon. But anyway,
the front, you still got to wear this stupid thing.
I think I would do good. I think I would do a good job at it.
You probably, I don't know if, maybe
I feel like I would. I would be a lot slower. I'd be a lot slower.
What's missing? Did we talk about that?
No.
It's
not good. It's not as good as Megan. What are you not? Why wouldn't you just go see Megan?
I'm going to see Megan. I'm just saying I saw a little whatever you call it, icon for missing, and I'm like, I have no idea what this movie is.
Well, let's work on the ones that are coming out this week.
Okay. So I'm going to see Megan, and I'll have a review next week.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm waiting for your review, sir. Okay, so the first.
Oh, what about Puss in Boots? Garbage.
Yeah, awful. I like Shrek like the next guy,
but who asked for a Puss in Boots? Like,
I believe it's Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
Like Puss is like a zit.
Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots.
But anyway, no one's asking for it.
Got it.
It's done.
All right. I just want to make sure I'm right.
Okay, so the reason why I'm saying to go see Megan is because the movies this week look garbage. Alice Darling is starring Anna Kendrick. Which I do like Anna Kendrick. I think we all do.
Anna Kendrick is money.
We definitely like Anna Kendrick, but this one is more drama-ish, and it's basically about she has this like really possessive boyfriend, and it's like she's got psychological issues because he's possessive, and it just
I don't like you know me. I don't like those true to real life movies that
that's what I'm saying. It's not for you.
No, definitely not.
No, like I said, it looks like it could be okay, but I'm not going to go rush to see it. But
no
way. That's what's out.
And plus, any movie where Anna Kendrick gets beat, I'm going to be pissed.
Why don't she doesn't? I don't know that she gets beat, but it looks like in the commercial that like she goes psychologically mental, where she starts pulling her hair out a little bit.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
She's very stressed out, that kind of thing.
No way.
I want to see happy, bubbly Anna Kendrick.
Yeah,
me
too.
I think that's the
like Pitch Perfect Anna Kendrick.
Yeah. Or naked Anna Kendrick. Like
that would be
I'm not gonna
great.
Lie. I think some of these movies, like if they are naked, that should just be the title. So it lets you know, like you're gonna have to put up with a hour and a half of
or the subtitle.
Stuff. Right?
Like if the subtitle was
like, movie
Alice Darling,
great, but she's naked.
Subtitle Anna Kendrick naked. I would have been like, okay, and then maybe I'll go see it.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll give them a shot. But I think that's how they should do with some of these shows, because here's what I've noticed some celebrities do. When they do decide to get naked, it's in a movie that no one would have gone to see anyway. And I think that's what they bank on. So like, this is like the perfect opportunity for her to be naked in a movie, because most of us aren't even going to go see it. And then the people who do go see it are going to, it was done in an artistic way. Like if it's an artistic way. Whereas like for people like us, just put a little subtitle there. Just be like, hey, you're probably going to be bored, but she gets naked.
She gets naked. That's all that matters.
So the next movie is worst possible title if you want guys to show up at the movies. It's called Women Talking.
What?
Like it basically should just say, dudes, don't go see this movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I know a guy that would come up to me and go, hey, can we go see that movie Women Talking?
Yeah. What is it about?
It actually has a weird, it's basically about a religious cult, right? And Frances McDormand is in it, which really sells it. But anyway, it's a religious cult.
I like her, but she's boring.
And the women basically talk about how they've been sexually abused by the men within the religious cult.
No.
So that's what the movie's literally is.
Why would I see it?
Brad Pitt's in it.
I'm not going to see it just because of him. I mean, I like him, but I'm not.
Brad Pitt should be like, what the hell am I doing in this movie?
Yeah, but he probably got paid a lot. That's why.
I'm sure. But I mean, like, I don't know. Like, just to call it women talking.
There's probably a lot better titles.
I have a better chance of seeing 80 for Brady than women talking.
Oh my God. Is that, I saw that preview.
It comes out in February 4th, I believe.
Holy
February
trash.
3rd. It's based on a real story though.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but the idea of like old ladies getting together to watch Tom Brady is pretty weak.
You know who's gonna see it? Booge.
Oh, absolutely, because it's Golden Girls.
Yeah, Golden Girls go see Tom Brady. Of course he's gonna see it.
You had him at Golden Girls. You know, he didn't need Brady involved. But like those movies, and I get it. Tom Brady's like a producer of it or whatever, and I get it. It's a thing. But like Bend It Like Beckham, like I didn't know anything about soccer, but I love Bend It Like Beckham because Kate, what's her name? Kate, why can't I think of her name? But anyway,
Beckinsale.
But that's an actual story. No, my girl.
She was in
the girl from
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well, actually,
in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Kira Sedgwick.
Kira Knightley.
Kira Knightley.
Boom. See, it's a lack of sleep.
Why did I say
it's a lack of sleep. I'm not as sharp as I was.
There is a Sedgwick. There is a
Kira Sedgwick is married to Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
But anyway,
she's got a dirty look to her. I kind of like her.
Her face is her mouth is way too wide.
I agree, way too wide. But
like,
it's like an anomaly thing, and I always like chicks with some anomaly.
It creeps me out.
I do. I would. It's one of those things where I'd be like, you kind of creep me out, but you're kind of hot at the same time.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's like I think she could take like 2 of those like McDonald's large fry cups and just like stick them all in and just eat the whole thing. It's just weird. I would actually spend my whole time focusing on the different things I can like
fit in her mouth
lengthwise, you know, fit in her mouth. And so, but anyway,
like a whole quesadilla lengthwise.
Yeah. Could you do a taco just the whole side? You know. That'd be awesome. But so women talking, not chance. Exactly the best title in the world if you want any guy to show up.
Can you just say that? If you want if you want a guy to show up, call it Women Getting Naked. Then
and by the way, it's not sexist because literally if there was a movie called Men Talking, there would be no women whatsoever.
Yeah, why?
So it's not sexist. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, it's exactly. No one wants to see a movie about the other sex talking.
Yeah.
No, it's stupid.
No, dumb. So no movies.
Right, so that's 2 bad movies that are coming out.
Just go see Megan. That's
Maybe was that it of all them?
Yeah. So then I'm going to cut over to TV just because they kind of go hand in hand. This week was the debut episode of The Last of Us on HBO, and it's based on a video game which I've never played. I know nothing about the video game. But it stars Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian. That dude's awesome. And then it's in like a post-apocalyptic world where there's like some form of weird zombies, and they're good zombies because they run fast. They're like good.
Oh, I like fast zombies.
They're like fast zombies. But what I like is, this is going to sound really bad, but within the first episode, 2 kids basically donk off.
They bite it immediately?
In the first episode.
Awesome.
And I'm saying the only reason why I think that's kind of cool is Hollywood typically doesn't like kids dunking off. You know what I mean?
They don't.
You kind of know there's
look pretty down upon.
Yeah, like there's going to be some edge when kids dunk off in the movie.
I agree.
In the show. So first episode I thought was pretty awesome. And like I said, I know nothing about the video game. I couldn't tell you where it's going to go. I thought it was kind of cool. I like those post-apocalyptic, survival things. I don't like zombies, as you know, too much, but they're fast zombies. I'm okay with that.
Fast zombies are better than slow zombies every day of the week.
Yeah. So I'm good with that. The biggest, like the Super Bowl for me happened this week too, is 1,000 Pound Sisters season 4, episode 1 came out.
Oh my God.
And
you didn't watch it.
It never disappoints. It never.
I cannot believe you watched it.
It only gets better. I was like, it was one of those, like, I wanted complete silence so I could completely focus on everything that
and
was
it paid off.
The Slayton sisters. Oh, it's amazing. It's fantastic. We started off.
If it's the other, I thought the other sister was losing weight. Is she still involved, or is it just mostly?
Oh, the other one's gaining her weight back, which goes to show
Really?
They spend the whole so fat people on these big fat shows are. It's so funny because like my 600-pound lives, all that stuff. All they want is this miracle surgery, like the gastric bypass surgery. That's all they want. And they think that that's going to be their saving grace. And once they have the surgery, their life is going to be back to normal. But they don't realize is that's literally just one tool. It's not a, get out of jail free, you're good. It's here's a tool to help you get a better lifestyle.
Right. Yeah.
But these people, like the Amy who gave us a plug, she's pregnant now. She's already, I think, already had her kid, but on the show that I'm watching, she's still pregnant. She goes in and has her husband buy her a bunch of like junk food, including Easy Cheese, spray cheese. And as soon as he gets in the car, he has to open it for her, and she's like spraying it right in her mouth. I'm like, that's awesome. I've done that. I can't argue with that. But I mean,
Easy Cheese directly in the mouth, not on a cracker or anything?
No, she doesn't have time for crackers. She just goes right in. And so I've done it. But anyway, it just goes to show she's on her upward trajectory. Tammy, who had to go to rehab because she almost died and they put a trach in her, she weighed in at 771 pounds.
Holy
awesome.
771?
Yes. And so the funny thing is,
can she walk?
No chance. Within the first month and a half or a couple months, she lost like 100 pounds, but you're still like close to 700 pounds. That's
I mean,
awesome.
How do you can't walk at 700 pounds?
Barely. She can take a couple steps. So in the rehab, they make her take she'll go like 5 steps and she has to sit back down. Like it's a long process. But anyway, we're learning more about their family because each season new family members come out of the woodworks. And so, their brother's actually pretty funny, and he got the surgery last year and he's actually maintained. He's doing well.
Wow.
But it's
so there's 1,000-pound sisters and a brother.
And then they've got 2 sisters beyond that who are also fat.
They have 4 or 5 family members.
The whole family's fat. The whole family's fat. They love food. And
what about mom and dad?
The mom's fat. I don't think I've seen the dad.
Okay.
But the whole family's just fat.
But like, who's the lightest? Who weighs the lightest is coming in at what? 340?
No, yeah, about 300. No, in fairness, Amy, who lost the weight, who's building it back up, I think she's at like 280, something like that.
Oh, she's not even fat then.
No, she's like 4 foot. I'm sure she's 5 foot tall.
You're right, but she's fat, but she's not like obscene. Like
Brian, can
TV
you pull
show.
up a picture of?
She's not TV show fat.
Amy from 1,000-Pound Sisters. She's still fat.
I understand, but she's not TV show fat. She's like Walmart.
No,
fat.
But she started off 400 pounds.
Right, but she's probably like Walmart fat. Like, oh, there's a fat person at Walmart.
No, look, okay, so you can see like in the far picture, you can see how her compared to Tammy right there. She's definitely lost.
Right, the one on the left is not TV show fat.
That's Amy. That's Amy.
Without her sister, she's not anything because she's just Walmart fat.
She helped create the 1,000-pound total, but she had the surgery on season 1, so she's working her way back up.
Well, that's good.
No, she's working her way back up to the weight.
Yeah, no,
it's good for me on the show.
Yeah, it's good
absolutely.
for you.
The show's going to keep going as far as I'm concerned.
But the one on the right, now that's
Tammy.
TV show worthy.
Yeah, Tammy. And
holy bejesus.
The greatest thing is Tammy has the ultimate attitude.
Is the one on the right, is that what she lost? Holy cow.
Yeah, after the surgery.
Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah.
Compared to the left?
Oh, yeah, I know, but she's got walleye vision too. She's got like one eye goes one way and one eye
really?
Yeah. It's the best show I've ever seen.
So she's big and has walleye vision.
Literally one of the greatest shows ever made.
No way. I couldn't watch. It's just
like complete. Literally, if I was creating the list.
Is that the brother?
Yeah.
The brother is like 500 pounds.
Yeah, no, he trimmed up he got the surgery last season and he's lost a good amount. He's still fat, but I mean, he's lost a decent amount. The brother's
you know who I'm pissed at? Billy Gardell. Like, I know he lost the weight, but he looks awful.
Yeah, when you like, sometimes
his face looks completely like, look, he looks like a ghost.
Yeah, sometimes it's not your best thing,
and not a good ghost. He looks like someone I'd be like, dude, what's the matter?
But just for the record, in my world, if I was doing my top 5 shows, and you have like, it would be up there with The Sopranos for me. Like 1,000 Pound Sisters would be up there with The Sopranos.
No way.
I can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of it. So anyway, I'm gonna
just stop.
That's my big for the TV. Like I said, The Last of Us and 1,000 Pound Sisters. It's been a great week between the 2 shows. With that being said,
this is Cindy Starfall, and it's time for Mooney's Dugout. Love you, Mooney.
Boom. Let's go, sir.
I got nothing, man. I just wanted to let you play the music.
Oh.
I just wanted to hear Cindy's voice saying, I love you, Mooney.
That's awesome.
That's all I needed to hear. Like, that makes my day, like,
I actually do have a sports story.
It makes my Thursday complete. Okay, go ahead.
I have a sports story if you want, just to, like, I know you wanted to hear Cindy, but I mean, like, just so people aren't completely left out. So situation happened with the Flyers, and it was 2
Oh, I did hear about
Ivan
this.
Provorov. Here's the thing. I'm only going to, so basically what happened, folks.
It's sensitive. It's sensitive,
and I want to be sensitive about it. So hockey in general has really taken up, like, you know, pride campaigns, cancer campaigns, all that stuff, which is great. I absolutely applaud all of the sports teams doing all this kind of stuff. They've been doing it for years. And I want to stress they've been doing this for years. It's not, this is the first year. So before the last Flyers game, they were supposed to go out in their warm-up and wear these Flyers pride jerseys.
Got it.
Which is fine. And the whole team did, except for Ivan Provorov. And so he's been with the team for probably about 8 years. He's a really great defenseman, you know, type of thing. And so, of course, they ask him, and he says, you know, due to his religious beliefs, he, you know, whatever, he didn't want to do it.
Fine.
The interesting thing is, and what isn't getting covered, is my personal conspiracy theory on this. Like, you're hearing it here, folks. He was actually on the trade chopping block, you know, where his name is getting thrown around. I'm convinced this is a stunt to basically keep him in Philadelphia, because I think people might go, well, if he's a cancer in the locker room, if he's not a team player, then I don't necessarily want him. I think it kind of takes his trade value down,
right?
Which means the Flyers would be dumb to get rid of him, because he's actually a really good, you know,
really good player,
defenseman. So, and it happens to be near the trade deadline. So
yeah, so it's a stunt.
I personally think it's a stunt, because, like I said, they've done pride stuff for the last few years, and you've never heard anything about it. So, folks, don't read everything in the paper is probably not.
I stay away from those articles, because they're like, it's one of those things. I'm just like, it's so tough because it's so sensitive.
Sure,
and then
absolutely.
I'm like, and I don't like, because if I read it, then I want to talk with someone about it, and then they could have a different opinion. I'm like you said, like the guy has a religious beliefs. He didn't want to do it. Fine. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
well, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I just I think there's more to it, and me being conspiracy.
And I agree with you.
I think he's not one.
A lot of the times it happens that way.
You know, because if you think about it too, he's been with the team long enough. He's got a decent contract, which means he's already bought a house in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't want to sell it. He probably enjoys being in Philadelphia.
Of course, loves the cheesesteaks, loves
absolutely.
the people,
so
the pretzels.
If you're
the pizza, I'm sure.
If there's hints that you might be on the trading block, you're going to come up with, hey, maybe I'll be a little bit weird, and you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think that's what's up. That's all, and that's the only sports thing I have. So,
I mean, of course, like, I did see that Arizona has a new jersey. Like, that was pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty cool jersey.
Arizona,
like Arizona Coyotes or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Like a new night time or something.
Yeah, the Flyers are getting all new uniforms next year.
Oh my God, that's a great story. Let's go over that. So the Flyers are getting brand new uniforms.
Brand spanking new uniforms,
but
that are the same colors and same logo.
Yeah, exactly. Same colors and same logo. So
How
what
is
are
that
you
possible?
changing?
I have no idea.
What are you changing? Same color, same logo, but what are you changing?
I have no idea. Like,
are you just gonna put a bunch of stuff around the P and the flyer?
I don't know. Like, but I don't know. Like, I'm like, my instant thing is like, I don't want them to change the colors, and I don't want them to change the logo, which I'm great with. But
I always like new uniforms. But I mean, I'm always hoping for like a cool change.
There could be some funky pattern or something, because like they've had that same stripe, like the opposing stripe or whatever.
Yeah, maybe they're getting rid of that.
They've had that for since the beginning, probably. Right. So I mean,
maybe it's a thinner stripe, or maybe they have more stripes. Who knows?
I hope it's not more stripes, but it could be. Maybe there's a paisley look to it. I don't know. What maybe maybe they're like whatever it is,
like a tie-dye jersey.
Yeah, and this year they've rocked a jersey that's like predominantly white, with very little. It's like more white and black versus white and orange.
Right.
But apparently that jersey is getting thrown out this year, so it's not just adopting that one. So it'll be interesting to see what happens out of that. But
can you pull up that Arizona jersey there, Brian?
I'd be curious to see it. I don't.
It's like a maroon jersey.
I think I've seen it. Like, I don't know if it's.
I don't know if they have used it yet.
Is it that one?
No, it's a news story that broke this week or something. It's a maroon jersey.
I actually like their.
You see the maroon in that. You see the maroon in that jersey they have.
Yeah,
there it is.
I like the Christmas jersey myself.
There it is. I don't know if they have a whole big picture of it.
Oh, that's like a retro.
Oh, it's a retro. Okay. Well, I think it's okay.
I don't have a problem with that. I do like their actual real logo, like the Christmas jersey, because green and burgundy or whatever it is.
I'm cool.
Awesome.
I like the Islanders jersey, but I mean and thank God when they did the variations with the fishermen and everything. Mm-hmm. All those sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, the Gordon's fisherman, like, pretty bad.
Fisherman is I couldn't believe they did it. I was like,
that might be literally the worst
uniform ever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you literally just stole the Gorton fisherman and put them on your jersey.
Most hockey jerseys I can get behind. Yeah. Most of them I'm actually like, it's actually kind of cool. But I don't like the old Kings jersey though. The one that's like,
those
yellow.
were dumb.
I hated those. Yeah.
The King
it's the crown with the crown, it's like yellow and purple or whatever.
That was dumb. Really dumb.
I didn't like that, but that ranks up there with the Gorton's fisherman. But
did Gretzky play for that Kings, or did he only play for the LA?
He had it was the Kings.
There were still the Kings, but I mean, did he only play for the black and
he had the black
gray?
Gray, yeah.
Okay.
But boom. I can't even go. Speaking of black and gray. Okay, so time for Backstage Pass. Got to start off with a big RIP that happened before this show that I found out was David Crosby from Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Whoa! Is he the last one, or is he the first?
No. He's the first. Here's the thing, though. I'm not a big fan of dancing on someone's grave, but David Crosby was kind of a jerk. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want him dead by any stretch of the imagination.
No one does.
But the dude was kind of a jerk, like to a point where the rest of the band doesn't even talk to him because he's kind of a jerk.
Stills and Nash and Young didn't talk to him.
He's kind of a loudmouth. But what really bothered, and I don't care if there's interband fighting. That's going to happen if you're obviously in close quarters. You got to work with people. That's going to happen. Right. I don't really care about that part. But David Crosby, it seemed like every single time you would mention another artist would get referenced, he would always just be like, it's crap. And you're like,
what?
Yeah, like you go, hey, what about Eddie Van Halen at 70? Yeah, I think there was something that came out like when Eddie Van Halen died, he was just like, good riddance, and it's like, thank you, David Crosby. Who are you?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, he just had this like kind of a like, I'm the greatest.
So who was it? It's who's Stills?
It's you're gonna ask me this. It's David Crosby, Graham Nash, and Steven Stills.
Stills.
Yeah. Those dudes seem to be fine. Like Graham Nash seems to be a cool dude. You can hang out with him. Steven Stills, apparently he's kind of had his moments of being a jerk too. But David Crosby always bothered me. He's got a stupid face too.
Which one? Which face?
He's the fat one with the.
And is Young Neil Young?
He's got the Hulk Hogan. Yeah, he's got the skullet.
Skullet?
Yeah. And so,
yeah. I mean, no one wants to see him die, but he's dumb.
No, but there is a little bit of a trivia. He is the father of Melissa Etheridge's kids.
No way.
She was her partner was artificially inseminated, and nobody knew who the father was until it came out like years later.
81 years old.
That he was the dude. Like I said, they made good music.
They did.
I'm sure Rob or whoever was putting them in their music category earlier. I'm not going to deny the music. The guy's got a great voice. They did good things, but he just always came off like a jerk. It's like, yeah, good riddance.
R.I.P. But sorry you were a jerk.
New album this week, coming out this week, is by my band Maneskin, who I've brought up before. How I love the bass player because she gets topless on stage.
Nice.
But they're from Rome, Italy, and they won that Eurovision award like a few years ago. They kind of started hitting it big in America like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. So they have a new album out called Rush, and I've seen mixed reviews. I just like them. They just seem like they're having a good time. It's kind of like,
you listen to it yet?
I haven't heard the album yet. But what I would say is like I love their other album. They have 2 other albums, and they're EPs, but I really enjoy them. They're just like fun. They just seem to have a good time.
Band.
You know what I mean? You know what it is? If you're like good looking and you've got foreign accent or whatever, you get
naked on stage.
You get naked. You have a bass player that gets naked on stage, and they're just having. You could tell that they're just enjoying life.
Yeah,
they're in their early 20s.
Right, nothing's taken too seriously.
Yeah.
They're not.
It's just like
they do what they want to do.
Yeah, so I say kudos to Maneskin. I don't like I said, mixed reviews on the album from what I've read.
You're not gonna like track down their tour dates and go see them, but
I would go see them. Like, hey, if they come to town.
Right, but what I'm saying is you're not gonna go. I mean, if they're not close to you, you're not gonna go.
Oh no
to California and say, oh, I gotta go see Maneskin.
No, but I do enjoy their music. They got a good sound. They, like I said, they're having fun. Godspeed, Maneskin. Godspeed. Another Godspeed. Final tour announcement for Kenny Loggins. He's hanging it up.
What?
Kenny Loggins is like, nope, I'm going into retirement.
Dude, I like Kenny Loggins.
Yeah, so he will be in our area in June at Wolf Trap, June 15th. I think.
Dude, I wish he would do one more movie song before he like hangs it up.
And the sad thing is, I'm like, I really want to go. I'm sitting there going, like, I could sit through some Kenny Loggins,
Can you do like one more movie song?
He did the top. He revamped his for Top.
Yeah, but it wasn't that much revamped.
Oh, well, anyway.
I mean, there's got to be a movie coming up he can do the music to.
I think he's calling it quits. He's like, dude, I'm done. I'm tapped out. I've got no more log to give.
Can you do a Caddyshack 3 and he does the song? I mean,
well, Caddyshack 2 was so awful. No, like I think we just got to take what we can get.
How about he can? You know what? How about this? How about he does like a song in the new Grease movie that we're going to cast?
That'd be awesome. I think we should go though. I think we should look into going to Kenny Loggins.
I mean, he's going to play the big hits.
Yeah, and the opening band is Yacht Rock Review. You love you some Yacht Rock.
I've never heard of them in my life.
No, Yacht Rock and it's a cover band. Like they just play like soft rock, which that's your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I like soft. I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah, it's called.
I thought the name of the band was Yacht Rock Review.
No, it's called Yacht Rock, and so the band is Yacht Rock Review. So you get Yacht Rock, and then you get Kenny Loggins coming in with the power.
Oh my God, awesome!
That's your show.
Yeah, I should go. I should go to the show. That's right on my wheelhouse. It should just
be called the Mooney Jam.
Yep, I'm in.
Because that's got you.
As long as tickets aren't like $50 and under, I'm in.
Yeah, and so the last thing I wanted to give a little PSA, public service announcement, folks. I started this weekend, so I'm checking out all kinds of different bands because there really hasn't been much that's been inspiring me lately. So like new stuff that's been coming out. So I've been like going through old stuff. So let me see who inspired bands that I like and all that kind of stuff. So I've heard of this band for years, but never really listened to them. Eddie Trunk, the DJ, the rock DJ, his favorite band of all time is UFO. There's this band called UFO.
UFO, I've never heard of them.
So somebody had called in and basically said, if you were just getting into UFO, what album would you suggest them listening to? And so he said this album called Strangers in the Night.
Strangers in the Night.
What I find to be interesting is it's actually a live album. Usually you don't want to go, listen to the live album.
Yeah, that's usually not a favorite album,
because live albums typically don't sound that good, and sometimes it's hard to hear. You get the lyrics, all that stuff.
Exactly. You get the true song.
Yeah. So I was a little cavalier last Friday, and I was like, you know what? Let me put on some Strangers in the Night.
Was it good?
Probably one of the best live albums I've heard in my life.
Really?
Fantastic. I only knew one song. I had only heard one song prior, the song Dr. Doctor, which is fantastic. But that's in it. But I didn't know any of the music. I knew Michael Schenker from the Scorpions, but also Michael Schenker Group and all that. He was in UFO for that time period. So I was interested to hear like the guitar work and whatnot. But fantastic. It's a great album. If you like
Dr. Doctor, how's that one? Do I know that one?
I don't think you do, but I'll play it for you after the show.
Okay.
You would love it. It's good rock music. It's good. It's not it's not aggressive metal or whatever. It's good classic rock.
I'll have to give it a shot.
So if you like good classic rock and you've never heard UFO, check out Strangers in the Night. It's fantastic.
That's a cool title. Do like that title.
So I've been listening to it a lot this weekend. So Dr. Doctor's been on constant rotation in my house. So yeah, that is the music of the week. Now we have the big fight. We should get one of the like big bell, the Michael Buffer should come out
and in this corner
and say, "Let's get ready to rumble."
Right? Yeah, because this is where we get it into.
Okay, folks. As we stated last week, we are going to recast the movie Grease. Which is painfully hard, and I should say this: it was one of the hardest ones we've done because I love the movie Grease.
You do.
I established last week. Anytime I travel, it is with me. I have a copy of Grease on me, to where I'm watching it on a plane,
ready to go,
automobile, whatever it is, in a hotel room. I will watch Grease at any moment, and I love it.
I've only watched it maybe like 3 times total.
Yeah, it's one of my personal favorite movies. So for me,
I know how I can watch my favorite movie more than like 50 times.
Yeah,
but Grease is not in that.
Yeah, so it was very hard for me to pick this because me personally, I never want the movie touched, and I love Grease 2 as well. So I wouldn't recast Grease 2 because the original is perfect as it is.
Right.
So,
but you did us a favor.
I did
and you
I struggled.
Whatever. You played ball.
Yes.
Which is really nice of you.
Mm-hmm. So we are going to go
for the spirit of the show.
We are going to go in order for what we have on our list here.
Okay.
And do you want to go first?
We're going to go big shot right out the gate.
We're going big shot on the way down.
Wow.
So might as well,
Okay. Well, all right, Brian, go for it.
All right. So I made as I usually do with pictures, just so you guys
know who we're looking
at. So my first one for Danny Zuko is Austin Butler.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Why? He's perfect.
No. You can't pick Austin Butler.
Yes, you can.
He just did it. He
played Elvis. That's not playing Danny Zuko. It's a completely different character.
Totally different characters, in fairness.
Oh, really? Totally different character.
Totally different.
Okay. All I'm saying is
I don't recall Elvis being in a gang.
I understand, but you're having him cast in a white T-shirt, in a leather jacket, playing a guy who acts all cool and does whatever, dances at the end of the movie with.
The Elvis movie is a very different movie. It's all stylized and.
The Elvis movie sucks.
It did suck. The Baz Luhrmann is terrible.
I hate
Baz. He's awful. Him being cast is Danny Zuko in Grease would be completely different.
Well, actually, I'll go next because what made me laugh, folks.
No, you can't. I'm not.
Earlier in the week,
I know based on what Matt's going to choose, it's going to win, and this is
no
so awful.
I actually switched so earlier in the week, Mooney and I got in an argument because I was suggesting that Austin Butler would be the best Danny Zuko.
Could be. I think he is.
I already heard Mooney's argument earlier, and so Mooney made me change my person because
we asked a couple of people who work. They both agreed. You can't. It's like
They're
saying
not on the show. They didn't write in. That doesn't count.
True. Good point.
It would be like, oh, let's make remakes.
Oh, I talked to 20 people today, and they all said Austin Butler was perfect.
Aniston in it. Like, come on, like
I was walking down the street, and this woman said, "Oh, Austin Butler would be great as Danny Zuko." It's all hearsay.
I find it funny because I got lampooned at work.
Like, it's so easy to put him in that role. Like, can we at least have any sort of casting thing and going, hey, let's think of somebody might be good.
I think he'd be good.
Just put the guy just like Elvis.
I think he'd be a perfect Danny Zuko, but I had to switch out because you clowned me at work. So I'll give you my secondary since Austin Butler was my original. My secondary is Tanner Buchanan, the guy who was
absolutely
Robbie Keane from Cobra Kai.
He 100% could do it.
He's too short.
I don't know if he can sing. Like, I don't know if he can sing
either.
Whereas Austin Butler did all the Elvis stuff.
That guy's a tiny little short guy.
But
well, how tall is Austin Butler?
Tall? I don't think John Travolta's really that tall.
Austin Butler is 6 foot. And what's that? What's Robbie Keane? How old is he?
Tanner Buchanan.
He's 5'7".
But he has a look. He has a look.
He has a look.
If they don't put his height, that means he's short.
Yeah, that's typically that's actually true. What's John Travolta's height? Does it say?
He's 5'6", Tanner Buchanan.
Oh,
really they don't put his height. That means he's short.
John.
His son is taller than Tanner Buchanan.
Height 6'2".
Oh,
yeah, he's tall.
So Austin Butler's got that one.
The only other person I could think of.
6 foot is not 6'2".
We'll let Mooney go.
Okay.
I went with a guy who and it wasn't. I know you're going to think, oh, you just went PC. No, I didn't. I like this guy from the movie Booksmart. I think he's a good-looking dude. He's a funny character in the movie. Mason Gooding.
I have no idea who that is.
I'm going to look it up.
Booksmart.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I guess.
That's why I want to go with him. He's got the build.
I just don't know who he is. That's all.
John Travolta wasn't
definitely
really
the tall. He's tall enough. How tall is he?
He could do it.
He looks. Can he sing?
I don't know. That's the problem.
6'2".
Yeah, see, he's a good height. And he's got the young look. I could see him being able to be transformed.
So I
mean, if you really want the movie to be successful, you're putting in Austin Butler. I know that. It just annoys me.
The other person I thought of, my second choice would have been Harry Styles.
You know what? I almost had Harry Styles too.
Show me him.
Harry Styles.
I don't.
I'm not gonna lie. I almost had Harry Styles on my thing too.
That's when he was younger. Let me get a recent picture. Hold on.
Everybody loves Harry Styles.
I understand. Okay, but looking at him, he looks scrawny. You need a guy who looks.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is he's not super big.
Well, that's like why Timothy Chalamet didn't work either, because he's a small little dude.
But I thought from the singing standpoint, he'd be good, and definitely he would get like all the teenage girls to come to the movie.
He would definitely do that.
If he could bulk up a little bit, I would choose him. But
yeah,
I mean, for the sake of making a movie that people are going to buy.
Wasn't a bulked up dude though either. Like John Travolta wasn't bulked.
Not really. You're right.
I understand.
John Travolta was
like you could blow over in the wind.
John Travolta and Austin Butler have the same build.
But both of Austin Butler doesn't look like he can blow over in the wind. At least it didn't look that way in Elvis.
No.
Whatever the guy you named, Harry Styles, looks like you could just flick him and he would go away.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Okay.
For the sake of selling tickets, I would put Austin Butler in, but I would
so the official subfacts list. Are we putting Austin Butler?
That's fine. I like Mason Gooding, but I don't know how well he can sing. I would like to do a more thorough search for a thing, and I tried to do people who would be. I'm not sold on my Mason Gooding. I am sold on one of my guys.
My Tanner Buchanan. Okay, so are we putting Austin? We're just officially making Austin Butler.
He has to be.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay, boom.
Next one is Sandy Olsen. And for Sandy Olsen,
Okay.
I selected Isabel May. She was one of the stars of 1884.
Whoa!
She's super hot. She's going to be in a lot of other. She's been in some other stuff, but she's going to start starring in more things soon.
Hello. Can she sing?
She sang in 1884.
Oh, okay. Boom. I've never seen her before in my life.
Wow, she's a little bit of a hottie.
Yeah, I'm. You got me on board. Yeah, I'm not going to argue.
All right.
I had a hard time, to be honest with you. I was going to go with Olivia Holt as my Sandy, or Kieran and Shipka. The problem is they're both like neck and neck for
I know
me.
who Kieran Shipka is. I don't know who Olivia Holt is.
Yeah. Olivia Holt was in a show called Kicking It, I think, that my son used to watch on
She's
I don't know.
hot.
Yeah, but she's got that down home, because you need that down home look, but she can also play, at the end of the movie.
Okay.
So it was one of those, like, she can play. I was looking for more that you need that like fresh face from the farm down home.
Yeah, and this is. Oh, what happened?
Kieran Shipka was the one on Mad Men.
I'm just looking for her grown up now.
Yeah, grown up. She can also play the like.
I don't know.
She's not that pretty. She looks kind of homely.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. Like, so I'm not gonna lie. I think the Isabella May at this point. I didn't know who she was, but she's probably my number one seed at this point.
I chose Madison Eisman.
And actually, Madison
Eisman is very gorgeous.
Madison Eisman was on my list as well.
I don't know if she can sing, but I know she can act.
I will say, you guys can argue this too, because I'm 100% willing to concede to whoever you guys pick.
And she definitely has that, like, in Jumanji, she plays the Sandy character who's in the beginning of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Like the whole.
I think she'd be better for Betty Rizzo. Is that what her name is?
Rizzo?
Yeah.
Rizzo's street.
She's not street enough. That's my problem.
She definitely looks fresh faced. I could go either way.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I could go either way too.
Since we didn't know who Isabel May was, is her name Isabel May?
Yeah.
Do we keep her or do we?
All right, maybe we'll go back to that.
We'll put a pause on that one.
Okay.
All right. My next one for Betty Rizzo, I picked Madeline Klein. If you saw The Glass Onion, she was the girlfriend of what's his name?
I did see The Glass Onion. I'm just trying to remember her from.
Oh yeah, no, she's. But is she Rizzo?
Oh, I know who she is. No, Rizzo's more street.
That's my I originally chose poorly because of my. I didn't realize you got to get her to be street.
Yeah, you got to go street. Right. Do you want me to give you mine?
Yep.
My Rizzo is none other than Miley Cyrus.
I love that choice.
Because she can
That's
sing.
A great one. Oh my gosh.
She's definitely dirty.
I'm going to mention her name, but I'm not mentioning that now.
No,
that is awesome.
She's not. She could easily.
She's 30. She could do it.
Oh,
she
yeah,
could easily do it.
Yeah, easily. 30 years.
That's the best one.
I would so have Miley Cyrus.
That's great. Great pull.
Oh my God. Yeah, I would. Miley Cyrus would be
way
awesome.
Better than mine.
I had Selena Gomez, but I'm not even arguing Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez would be good too, but Miley Cyrus. 100%.
But no, Miley Cyrus. But Max makes a good point on Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez, at this point, looks like she ate Selena Gomez and Miley Cyrus.
She got big. I had no idea.
Yeah, like Murders in the Building 3. Like they're just putting out some pictures and like
more she keeps like getting a bigger baggier clothes. Like
in the building.
Yeah. It looks like diabetes is going to be the murderer this year.
Well, we don't want to body shame anybody. So
how did she get big?
In fairness to her, she had a kidney transplant.
That might do it.
I can only imagine that sucks.
She's probably taking hormones and stuff, which makes you
Yeah. So in fairness to her, I don't think
steroids.
it's
okay.
her doing.
Right.
All right. No. There's Miley Cyrus's.
For Kaniki Murdoch, I have Will Poulter.
Let me go second because I also have Will Poulter as Kinnick. I don't even think it's arguable. Yeah. He looks perfect.
So based on your guys' votes, I don't stand a chance, but I had Rudy Pankow.
Who's that?
The last name is Pankow. He's from a show on Netflix called Outer Banks.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
he just has like the Kaneki kind of look.
Yeah,
to me.
I can see that.
Like he has that.
He does look Kaneki.
He has that like friend, but like, he has the like. He's good looking enough to get the girls, but he's also not the star.
Yeah,
he is Kaneki-ish.
That's why he came out to me. But hey, you guys both put.
I like Poulter though. He's almost got the same exact.
And
face.
he can do the comedy, like that goofy.
Yeah. I won't argue. I'm not gonna get into that way. But just Rudy Pankow, folks, if you want to check it out.
And in Maze Runner, he wasn't a good dude. Yeah. So like, he can do the mean. If he's got to be mean, he can be mean.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know if he's Kanecki's ever mean, but
not really.
No.
He was kind of rude to Rizzo a little bit, but
There you go.
All right. For Frenchie, I have Maya Hawke.
That's actually a good. Yeah, she's the one that she likes to get naked in her own videos. But anyway, she's in Stranger Things.
She's Ethan Hawke and what?
That's actually not a bad
daughter.
That's not a bad pull. It's just I went in a completely different direction than French. So Frenchie for me was always kind of mousy. Like Didi Khan, who plays Frenchie, was just kind of mousy to me. So, and you still have to sing a little bit. So I kind of went with Ariana Grande. Like if she had like the pink hair.
All right.
She's like kind of small and mousy.
I could see that.
So, and she's beauty school. You know, the whole like beauty school drop. Like, so I kind of went with, I think Ariana Grande would be.
You know what? I think that's a good, that reasoning alone, just the beauty school dropout thing, because she's more into makeup and the fashion stuff than. Yeah.
You know what? I liked mine. I did, but I agree with you two both. I had Natalia Dyer as Frenchie.
That's the girl from Stranger Things too. The weird thing with her is sometimes she's good looking and sometimes she's not.
I don't know.
Her nose is weird. Like if you look at her on the side, she's got like a chiseled nose. Like, I love noses.
Like in some pictures, I just see Frenchie, but then
some pictures.
But your beauty school dropout thing, I was gonna argue for her.
And I think with her, like I find her attractive, and sometimes too, like you said, Matt. But she never seems like excited or like happy, and
she's also Skeletor skinny too.
Agreed.
She is Skeletor skinny.
Yeah, look at the picture down here. You can see her face is like emaciated a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Skeletor
skinny. She's really tiny. She's been like kind of body shamed for being too skinny.
All right, sorry Natalia, I'm not fighting for you. You just got decast.
So we said,
and I wouldn't body shame that. I just think her nose. I nose shame her.
I'm decast.
So we said it's.
I think we said it's Ariana Grande.
All right, so far I have 0. And
I have 2.
Will Poulter.
You got Will Poulter. You guys can count that.
So this one, I don't even know how it can be argued. This is just automatic for Principal McGee. It's Tina Fey.
I'm not going to argue because that's who I have for Principal McGee. Do you have the same Blanche as me as well?
Might.
We might.
Who's your Blanche?
Amy Poehler.
No, but that's a good one.
Oh, because they work so well together. I figured they'd be perfect.
So my Principal McGee and Tina Fey is good, but I think you should go with Michelle Pfeiffer only because Michelle Pfeiffer is in Grease 2. She's in Grease 2, and it would be perfect to put someone who is in Grease 2 in the original.
By the way, the
Grease.
best part of Grease 2 is when she sings "Cool Rider"
on the ladder.
On the ladder.
Yeah,
I haven't watched when I was little.
But wouldn't that be cool? You would have Michelle Pfeiffer, who's in Grease 2, in
I just don't know that she
Grease.
could pull off the comedy the way that Tina Fey could for that role.
You know what? She could not. I will say she can pull off. She can pull off the Blanche, like the dumb one, because I've seen her do that.
She's too pretty for Blanche. Like I think.
That's true, but I mean, what does she look like now?
I mean, this is her now. Yeah, I mean, that's
her now.
She's still
she's
too attractive.
Too
like I'd still do too many things.
Yeah, but I've seen her play ditzy, and she can do that.
I think like I'd like to see her as like a teacher in the like.
Yes, you know, like the hot teacher in Grease
that
2?
would be.
She could easily do that.
So we could cast her. We could have a subfacts honorary casting of the hot teacher.
What about Anne Margaret?
Anne Margaret for the principal?
Yeah, she's funny.
She's kind of.
She alive?
She's like too old, I think.
Is she too old?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if she's too old because what's her
she
name?
might be too old.
Was it Eve?
Yeah, never mind. She can be in her 80s now.
How old is she?
Yeah.
All right.
She's
81.
Do that. Yeah, that's I think too old.
Yeah,
that's a little old.
I don't know how old Eve Arden or whoever she was how old she was.
All right, we can go with Tina Fey. But is she old enough?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it the principal? Sure.
No, but I mean to be the same principal age.
That's what I'm saying. Is I don't know how old Eve Arden was in the movie.
I think she was like 60 something.
So she'd be young for that, but
Tina Fey's what? 55?
She was. Well, that doesn't help.
She was in 82. We know that.
I don't know how old she was.
She's 82 now. The movie came out in 74.
No, she's dead. She died at 82.
Oh, she died at 82.
So
the movie was made.
She was 70.
It was 70.
70? Tina, that's what I'm saying. You gotta.
She looked good for 70. In fairness,
Michelle Pfeiffer is 70-ish or 60, upper 60s.
Wait. Hold on. Eve Arden, yeah, she was 70. So.
Tina Fey's like 50.
More than that. She's in her 50s, I think. Age.
Yeah, I think Tina Fey's probably 53.
52.
Way too young.
No, she could still be a principal.
I understand, but you're killing me. She's way too young to play the original principal.
I don't think Anne Margaret could be the. Nobody knows who she is. Like nobody knows who she is. Nobody under 40 knows who Anne Margaret is.
Unless you watch like Grumpy Old
Pfeiffer,
Man.
everyone knows who she is. And
no, they
don't.
70
almost. No. Everyone doesn't know who Michelle Pfeiffer is?
I mean, I thought you meant Anne Margaret.
No,
yeah, they know who Michelle Pfeiffer is.
Michelle Pfeiffer is, and she's upper 60s.
I just don't think she could pull off the comedy like Tina Fey can.
Has Michelle Pfeiffer ever
we
been
both Matt. I don't even know why we're arguing this. Matt and I both picked her.
I know we both had Tina Fey. So
so it's just going to be a dictatorship.
That's the way it always goes. If
that's how we always do it, whatever the vote is.
No, it shouldn't be like that. It was. By the way, we're redoing the best band ever.
Right.
Oh, you and two both agree. Great. Okay, boom. Next one.
All right.
No, that's not how it happened.
So let's move on to Blanche because I don't know that we're going to agree. The next for Blanche, I have Catherine Hahn.
Oh,
another 40-year-old playing a.
I do like Catherine Hahn. I don't know if she pulls off the funny though. Does she?
She does comedy all the time. She was in Step Brothers. She was the sister.
She's hilarious.
Yeah. No, but I know her from like WandaVision.
No. You've seen Step Brothers.
Yeah, I just don't remember her.
She was the sister-in-law. She's been in tons of stuff. She was in like the Bad Moms 1, 2, and 3, and all these other comedies.
She's great. I love her.
There you go. I like her too.
She's too young.
I like her too, but like I said, I had Amy Poehler because Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. And everything.
Amy Poehler makes sense if you're going to do Tina Fey. I
think Amy Poehler would be fine. Would be good too, for sure.
Catherine Hahn is great.
Who's your Blanche?
I didn't choose a Blanche.
Oh, so you think Amy Poehler would be a good?
I think Blanche. Amy Poehler would be a great Blanche or Catherine Hahn. I think they're both.
So who do you
great.
select? Because that's going to. So
okay, you pick the tie then.
I don't want to pick
the
tie.
Like,
I haven't got a choice yet, so why am I picking the tie?
We asked you who your Blanche was. You didn't have a Blanche. So between the two of us, we each nominated. I nominated Amy Poehler. He nominated Catherine Hahn. So pick between the two. You should have the pick. Mm-hmm. And maybe that'll help decide the principal.
Catherine Hahn.
Boom.
All right.
I like her. I think she's hilarious. She's awesome in Bad Moms. She's good in Step Brothers. She's good in that Where the Millers.
I never paid attention to her until WandaVision. I think maybe that's why I just never really realized she was around. I've seen every movie that you've mentioned. I just never paid attention to her, apparently.
She's hilarious. For Coach Calhoun, I have Rob Riggle.
Oh, damn, that's a good one.
Damn,
I almost put Bill Murray, but I thought he was too old.
You know who I have, and he's really old, but he's still funny because he's on Young Sheldon. I have Craig D. Nelson. I was going to give a coach nod because Sid Caesar was old, not as old as.
Man, I like that too.
Like I think Coach, I think it would just be kind of funny, and Craig T. Nelson still.
I have John Goodman.
He's old, but he's still funny. He's
John
funny
Goodman
in Young
would
Sheldon.
be good too.
John Goodman has already played a coach in Revenge of the Nerds.
Absolutely. He was a great coach then. So I had John.
How old is John Goodman? 70?
I had John Goodman and Craig T. Nelson tied, really. So I have no issue with that. But then Rob Riggle's a whole nother.
Really good, but Rob Riggle's great.
You could flip a coin and any one of them would be great.
I would have to watch the original Grease again to know who would be the best of those three.
Well, Sid Caesar was so funny because he did the whole and we're going to ring that victory bell like we always wanted to.
Okay, so John Goodman can be funny, but he's more like a serious guy.
Yeah, that's why I took him off because he was serious in Revenge of the Nerds.
Craig T. Nelson can be funny.
Yeah.
But is he more funny or is he a mix?
Rob Riggle's he's going to be funny.
Here's the thing, though. I think
I love Rob.
I think it's more slapstick versus subtle humor, right? Whereas Sid Caesar had a little bit of the slapsticky thing going for him, so maybe that's where Rob Riggle goes in. I'm never going to argue against Rob Riggle.
I'm worried about
for Craig T. Nelson. I think he'd be a good job. He'd do a good job too.
I like Rob Riggle only because I think you could easily make him look older.
Mm-hmm.
And he could bring a little bit of spiciness to the role.
Yeah.
He could 2020 the movie up, right?
Yeah,
if you're remaking it today, he could easily make even if it's, you know what?
By the way, for the same reason, you could put Jason Sudeikis in that role.
You could, but I thought that was too, because he's he's already he's already the coach on what you call it.
Yeah.
All right. So here's my deciding factor. Here's where I'm going to go with this.
There you go.
And it's not set in stone, but I would like to talk about it because we haven't talked about it. Are we remaking it today and making it a 2020 high school kid movie, or are we remaking it today set in the 1970s high school?
It's 1950. It's
1950. Sorry.
But anyway, I think we go back in the day. I think it has to go back to the original, because even if you see the Broadway play or whatever, even if you see a play, it takes place in that same time. It has to,
because all the terminology and the songs and stuff, and
exactly.
Then I might lean toward Nelson.
Everything goes back.
Then I might lean toward Nelson because I don't know. I think Rob Riggle, I don't know if he would be good with 50-ish humor. I think Nelson lived back then, so he could.
Since he lived it, he was
right. I mean,
I don't know about that. I think Rob Riggle could 80. Do both.
So he was born in the 40s.
No, I don't doubt that he lived during that era, but I don't think that should cap.
But he would
Rob
have
Riggle either.
He would have a little bit of a leg up.
We've all seen I didn't live in that time.
I'm fine with either one. I'm fine with either one.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm arguing on behalf of Rob Riggle when I picked Craig T. Nelson. So
I'm arguing Nelson. Now you're arguing Riddle, you dummy.
So, and like I said, if we all just said John Goodman, I'd go John Goodman because I think all of them can technically do it.
Oh man,
it's a flip of a coin on
fine.
This
go Riggle. You know what? Go Riggle.
You're gonna let Brian win every one of these?
Well, then we'll go Nelson. I don't care.
Before you were pissed because he was getting.
Well, he's going to get, but either way, he's going to get the Sandy because you're not. I mean, unless we go Eisman. So he's going to get.
I think we go Eisman. All right.
No,
you know what though? In fairness, Eisman and Mooney can attest was on my original list.
Okay, if it was on your original list, then we should go with that.
It was on my original list, so let's go Eisman.
So who's Coach Calhoun?
Rob Riggle.
And I think he fits with Catherine Hahn and Tina Fey, sort of.
He definitely fits in that group of three.
And so Sandy was, what's her name?
Madison.
Madison Eisman.
Oh, I do like yours too. Damn,
she was hot.
So
I'm gonna have to start watching. What's that show she's on?
It's 1881.
Isabella May.
If they, you know what? I'd change my mind. They should make a movie called Isabella May Naked. Then I'm gonna go watch that.
Yeah. She's been in a.
I want to see her outside of the pictures to see the voice and I want to see how that whole thing.
You spelled it right. You could.
What is it? Isabella May, and what's her IMDb? It is. Just so you can see what she's been in or is going to be in.
Yep, looks good there too.
I'm just yeah, she was in the movie I Want You Back, which came out recently. She was in 9 episodes of Young Sheldon.
Oh, I think I know who that is in Young. Okay, yeah, okay.
And she's gonna be in The Smack, which I don't know what that is, but.
So you get a little Craig T. Oh, since we're not doing Craig T. Nelson, we can have double up on the Young Sheldons. Yeah. Good. Okay. So the official subfaxed recasting of Grease will start off with Danny Zuko will be played by Austin Butler. Sandy will be played by Madison Eisman. Rizzo played by Miley Cyrus.
Perfect. That's genius.
Kaniki is played by Will Poulter.
I really like this cast.
I know, right? They need to make this movie.
This may be our best recasting ever.
Frenchie is going to be played by Ariana Grande. Principal McGee is Tina Fey.
Love it.
Blanche is Catherine Hahn. And Coach Calhoun, Rob Riggle.
This may be our best recasting ever.
I think we're all mutually agreeing more than we like in the past, because I think we've been blatantly off before. We're all kind of in the same ballpark on this one. So I think,
right, but I'm like, I can admit when I'm wrong. Like some of these are just, like I said, I would have to do a casting thing, but I think someone of them would win or lose. But I think we really got it right.
Someone needs to do a casting couch, but it's like
if we're doing a casting couch, bring Faye back in.
Yeah, if Isabella Faye, we might want to give her a second audition here. You know, can she get a second? So anyway, Hollywood, we just served this one up for you. So feel free, you can give us 10% of the proceeds.
Of the proceeds.
Because I think this is a movie they could make right now and it would be amazing.
By the way, you'd have to capitalize because you have Austin Butler in it. You can capitalize on that putrid Elvis movie he was in.
The thing too is they're not all
Cyrus and Grande are red hot.
They're not all above it to not do it.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like
they all would do it.
They would all do it. And so you could actually, if you're in Hollywood, you could get this movie made. You could 100% get this movie made.
Could we do Stallone as Coach Calhoun?
That would be awesome. I don't think we would just have to have a second character for him. Like he would be the leader of the T-Birds, like the old guy. He could be Danny Zuko's dad. We could have like a.
Oh my God! We could write in Danny Zuko's dad.
Yeah, like he didn't exist in anything else, but hey, we brought him in for why not?
For like a scene like Danny Zuko goes home like to his dad and his dad's there. What up, dude? Right? Whatever.
Yeah.
How was school today, son?
You wouldn't put in John Travolta as Danny Zuko's dad?
No. No, because
no,
we're making it
although
good.
It is a good call, but I mean Stallone's better.
That is true. Is there ever a shot where Stallone, like you said, I've got Travolta and Stallone both doing a flick, let's go Travolta? Do you ever say that?
I've never heard anyone say that.
No. Yeah.
Has Travolta been in Expendables yet?
No. No. Wonder why.
He didn't really.
Well, Travolta does action movies though. Out, which was more of a drama.
Broken Arrow, Face Off.
But those weren't like.
He never plays like the guy who's like running and shooting stuff. Yeah. Well, Swordfish, but even then
he was like the ringleader, the head guy.
Yeah, but he's not the guy he's not the Liam Neeson's.
No, he's not Liam Neeson.
No, and apparently
is Liam Neeson's been in Expendables? I didn't remember.
No, but he should.
He should be. I know they put Van Damme in. I know they put Gibson in.
Well, I don't know who's all in the newest one that's coming out. I think it's a lot of the same characters.
A lot of the same peeps, yeah.
But they they always add a couple people.
Yeah.
So like I don't know who they're putting in. Like
Neeson's would be great.
Neeson's would be fantastic. I'd be 100% for that. Oh, Brian's going to look it up now so we can see. But boom, Neeson's. Okay, who's new?
50 Cent.
50 Cent
Megan Fox.
is new. Okay.
Tony Jaa in?
I don't remember Tony Jaa. Is that how you even say it?
I guess.
Or
Jacob Scipio.
Andy Garcia. Who's Levi Tran? Mooney? Is that Levi Tran?
No, who's Levi Tran? Where is she?
How do you not know who Levi Tran is?
Is she in one of the earlier ones?
She's in the new one. She's in the new one.
Was she in Expendables 2? I don't know who Levi Tran is. Can you get a bigger picture?
Can you click on her?
Can you pan out? No, I don't know who she is.
She was in MacGyver, the new MacGyver series.
No one watched
Magnum PI, the new Magnum PI.
Yeah, she's been in stuff nobody's ever seen then.
Did anyone watch the MacGyver series? Like anybody?
No. But the Magnum PI series is pretty popular.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely. Didn't it go off the air?
No. It's
the new season's coming out.
The Hawaii 5-0 went off the air, but it was popular. But they just
I saw that she was Furious 7 as a race starter. Small.
How come you never mentioned Alert as one of the new TV shows? Apparently that show's awesome.
No one's ever heard of it.
Alert. It's got Steve, the younger Khan brother, the son, James Caan. Kid. Yeah, James Caan kids in
Scott
it. Scott Caan.
That dude's awesome.
Yeah, and it's got a bunch of other people in it, and it's like a network show.
Honestly, I thought
you know what it is. You don't like network shows.
Network shows suck. Nobody watches network shows.
Oh, really? No one watches network shows.
No one does. They don't, unless it's like a sitcom.
Apparently, news to everyone at Fox and CBS and NBC.
I would tell them too. Put me in front of that whole group, and I'm going to go look.
No one watches network shows, so apparently, just don't make a show anymore.
No, I don't, because you're wasting your money. Sitcoms are the only things people watch on network shows. No one watches any drama on network.
Really?
shows.
That's why Blue Bloods is still on the air.
Because you know what it is?
Week.
Yeah, they play it on like Saturday nights or Friday nights.
No, it's on Fridays.
They don't expect good ratings out of it. I'm telling you, that's why it's around.
Oh my God, dude.
Brian, am I wrong? Like, how many network drama shows do you watch?
Pretty much.
No,
Chicago keeps renewing.
No one watches
it.
I hate, like those procedural shows. Procedural dramas are just terrible. Like cop shows.
No one watches
it. If you don't have cable, you're watching it because that's the best you're going to get. But the majority of people who have cable or
they're
streaming
watching
services,
HBO shows, they're watching Showtime shows, they're watching all the others. Yeah,
you're watching Amazon Prime, you're watching all that stuff. Nobody's watching.
Well, you
Chicago.
watch 40 shows, so it didn't make it. There's other 40 show TV watchers.
All the shows I watch, and can you imagine? None of them are these network dramas.
That's because you're a dork.
No, sir, you're the one that doesn't want to get cable. Apparently, no one watches these shows.
I have cable. I just
don't
watch
TNT
TV.
Knows drama.
You know me. I just don't watch TV from September to February. Like I don't watch much TV at all.
Yeah, and it's
all sports.
You rely on wallpaper to tell you what TV shows to watch, and that's as suspect as one gets.
He did say Alert was good.
That's what I'm telling you. That should tell you.
I've never even heard of that show.
No one's heard of that show.
It's new this year. It's like they advertise it all the time. If you watched a football game, you've seen the advertisement.
Watch Equalizer with Queen Latifah too. I'm sure that's a great show.
Although there's an Equalizer 3 coming. I love Denzel. He's my dude.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're not watching the Queen Latifah what's the
Alert?
show?
There it is. See, dude.
No one's watched it.
Yeah, no.
Dude, it's already got 3 episodes. That's a lot longer than some TV
I don't
shows.
think Scott Conn. I think Scott Conn's already booking his next show.
Yeah.
No one's watching these things.
No.
Literally, it's like old people, like grandparents and stuff. That's literally who's watching these things. None of them get ratings. You do realize it. Like none of them get. It's people who either left their TV on after.
Can he look at the ratings? I'm sure they did a 2-episode release. I'm sure it had really good ratings.
Sure.
I'd love to see this. No one, except for how many million viewers?
It has 3.3 million viewers and a 0.7 rating among 18 to 49. That's terrible.
It's terrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Think about it this way.
0.7.
Three.
That's horrible.
Okay, so here's the thing.
What is good?
There's 300.
Is that 1 to 10?
How many people? How many people are in America? 350.
Even if it's 1 to 5, it's terrible.
There's 350 million. This is a free TV show.
330-ish.
So it said this says that
million, you're not paying for it. It's free. Somebody's saying, "Here, this is free. Please watch this," and everybody in the world's going.
So as a comparison, this says that the Susan Sarandon drama had
it just got canceled.
It just got canceled, and it had 4 million viewers and a 0.9 rating. And so it was canceled. So
yeah, if Jimmy Smits is in it, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like Jimmy Smits, and I feel bad for him. I was actually, my whole autograph thing.
Smits.
I got his address to send and then I actually stopped because I was like, you know me. I'm like, what am I getting a Jimmy Smits autograph?
Yeah, I know.
I have no reason.
I loved you in nothing.
He's in some Star Wars stuff. That would be like the
I couldn't even write. I couldn't write the letter and even remotely be honest.
Can I get your autograph? I just want your autograph.
Yeah, it's literally. I want your autograph just to stick in a book. I don't have anything to comment on as far as anything you've done that I can.
You were great in Miss Congeniality, or is he even in that?
I don't even think so. Like I'd be like,
he's not in that.
I never watched the show you were in.
What?
I don't think he's in that. It's another dude.
No, he's thinking of Benjamin Bratt. But yeah, Jimmy Smits, he seems like a good guy. I just had nothing to hang my hat on with him. So I was like, sorry, Jimmy Smits.
Isn't he a movie with DMX? I think, or something.
I know he was in Law and Order.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
He was in Law and Order in like the 80s, but he's always in a show on these network shows.
I thought we were keeping it short this week.
We were, but he's always in a show that no one watches except Wallpaper. If Jimmy Smits is in it, he's watching it.
Dude, Wallpaper loves TV shows.
Bad TV shows.
Well, you can't talk 10,000 Pound Sisters.
I guarantee you 1,000 Pound Sisters gets more viewers than...
I don't know about that. No chance.
It gets more viewers than Alert.
No way. No way it gets 4 million viewers.
I guarantee you.
No chance.
I guarantee you it gets
While
more
Brian's
viewers.
looking that up, all music, all tech support for Subfacts is provided by our friend Andy, who introduced the show today at Creative Underground. He runs a state-of-the-art production studio in our hometown of Leesburg, Virginia. You can go to his website to find out more, but I can give you a little bit right now. He does video live stream events, youth sports, corporate events, weddings, concerts, pro karaoke, and he always does like video and audio classes. I'm telling you, you can buy gift cards from him. The guy's awesome. Check out his shop,
www.creativeunderground.co.com. Boom.
Boom.
And then up next, we've got Ben, I don't know if you call him a Crime Stopper.
Is he a Crime Stopper now?
Recently, I was looking at his Facebook stuff, as I always do, and he was taking like car accident photos and stuff.
Oh, like Mr. Evidence Man.
Yeah, like
Mr.
Like if you need evidence A or B, Ben's your guy.
Absolutely. Okay, so like private detectives will be like, "Hey, dude, I need your services."
Yeah, I guarantee you, like he crossed some police line just to like get in there and get some good shots.
Nice. Way to go, Ben.
So I guess he was probably taking pictures of some buildings and was like, wait a minute, there's a crime. He's
way to go, Ben.
He's like Batman. Like the crime went off and he went running towards the
Hopefully
accident.
not the Robert Pattinson Batman. Oh,
maybe. But anyway, he went running towards the accident, got all kinds of pictures.
Oh, he's an ambulance chaser.
Yes. In the best kind of way. Like if you think about it, if you're in a car accident, you want to get photoed by Ben.
Absolutely.
At least you're going to look good.
You get license plates.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like, so, hey, if you're going to get an accident, get photoed by Ben. So
it's a new gig for you, Ben. We just signed you up.
KStreetPhotographyDC.com. Ben is an award-winning image builder and FAA certified pilot of drones. They specialize in business headshots, team imaging, corporate events, providing website and social media branding packages customized for your individual businesses. Way to go, Big Ben.
Nice.
KStreetPhotographyDC.com.
Awesome.
Up next, what can
I mean, we were gonna clown him. but we didn't.
No, we're not.
No.
Yeah, no.
Big Dog Auto Detailing. All I'm going to say is if you have a vehicle of any sorts, of any kind, you have to give Big Dog Auto Detailing a call because he will make everything you have look the best it's ever had. That's all I'm saying.
He has the best crew in the business, folks.
He does, and he comes to you. I mean, he's got a waiting. If here's the thing, whenever you go to a restaurant, if there's a wait, it's typically awesome. Big Dog Auto Detailing has a waiting list. Like you're not going to call him. He's not going to come out tomorrow. Maybe he will, but he's typically got
I think they're about like 3 weeks out.
3 weeks out. I mean, you're getting the top. He's literally the best automobile washer person in the area.
Like you need to be suspect. If like you say, "Hey, can I get my car washed today?" and the person goes, "Yeah, I'll be right over."
Yeah, if
you have to wonder.
That's exactly right. Trust me. Check out his web. Do you have a website? No.
I have no idea. It's
on
Facebook and stuff. But
Big Dog Auto Detailing on Facebook. Call him 571-233-8716.
And he does have a website. It's bigdogautodetailing.com.
I should know this.
Okay, I was going to say probably that, but
I should know this. But yeah, once again, Big Dog Auto Detailing 571-233-8716.
Boom. So did we find out how many viewers it had?
I don't think.
I didn't know we were looking that up. What are we looking at?
Like the $1,000 love either. So he pretty much is like,
he hates
he tunes them out.
You're the only one who likes it. You and Kyle. That's why we're going to clown on Kyle for liking that show.
We both love 1,000-Pound Sisters. And so anyway,
I'll look it up.
Okay. So folks, new folks, we called you out in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, come on, right in.
And even our international folks, we have like India, we have Brazil, we have all kinds of new places that are listening to our show for the first time. So right into the show, you like it or you don't like it, whatever you want to say. subfactspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts. If you want to be like, quite frankly, we just gave the greatest
we did
grease list.
We absolutely
if you think we're wrong or missed out on somebody, write in and let us know who we missed out on. Be a part of the show. subfactspodcast@gmail.com. If you want to learn more about our show and maybe pick up some of the merch that we have.
Oh my God. Go to our website,
www.subfactspodcast.com.
Click the hamburger.
Absolutely. You can learn more and more about our show. We're also on Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Pandora. Definitely check out the YouTube from last week where we had the mystery box.
Oh my God. Very funny
that
stuff.
Was a great show. And so, we're all over the place, folks. Check us out. Tell your friends, subscribe.
And write in.
All that good stuff. Brian, you were laughing during the final plugs. What is the
1,000-Pound Sisters jump from 0.18 to 0.29.
Boom.
0.18 million.
But that's on TLC, so that's like giant for them.
That's huge for them.
That's not 3 million.
Your alert will be off the air in 6 episodes. Mine's on season 4.
Right, because it only needs like that many viewers. If it was on a regular network, we need a lot more
They know their
viewers.
audience.
Yep, it's me. TLC makes everything for me. That's really what it comes down to. Like, I could watch nothing but TLC.
I don't even think I know any TLC shows except for the ones you tell me.
You should start watching, sir.
I don't even know how to get to, I've never even heard of TLC until you told me.
Because you don't have cable, because you're too busy watching Alert.
I have cable.
You're too busy watching Alert
I
in
have
Chicago.
cable. I have ESPN. I have ID channel. I have USA. I have all of them.
I'm saying you don't watch the good channels. You're watching. Why would you even watch Chicago PD or
I
Alert
don't,
or
but I know about it.
Blue Bloods. Why are you watching Blue Bloods?
Because I see commercials for it. I don't watch Blue Bloods either. My parents watch Blue Bloods.
Do they have cable?
You just proved Matt's point.
Yes.
Thank you.
What, 80-year-olds watch?
Yes, that's exactly what I said earlier. Okay, folks, it's time for us all to go to bed here. So listen to the show, all that good stuff. Stay safe. Don't fall in the middle of the night. And if you do, stay awake. So, see you, everybody.